Hello, I want to ask you a quick question. I should have said hooray on 800 videos, but I think this is video number 806 now or something like that. But I could easily do another 1,000, and I've got a list for at least 200 more videos, and I know I can crank out another 1,000, but of course it's about cranking out quality, not quantity. I mean, I hope people don't think I'm trying to crank out quantity, because I'm not. I never liked anybody else to do that, and I certainly don't want to be accused of doing that, either consciously or subconsciously. I just wanted to say thanks to you all, and my ultimate intention is to make things easier, because a lot of people can suck the fun out of photography, and I do a lot of product reviews, but I'm certainly sitting here scratching my head like an idiot. I certainly don't want to be accused of being some sort of gadget slut, you know, trying to say, oh, this is the latest great, here's something awesome for Nikon, or this is something neat, or you don't have one of these, you're nuts. I mean, I don't want to be someone that gets someone to consciously or subconsciously blow their money unnecessarily. I mean, most normal people, which I am certainly not one, have wife and kids and all sorts of mortgages and whatnot. I mean, I'm not living high on the hog. I mean, I live a really simple life. People think, some people think that I'm like rich or something because I got all this photo gear. I need to show you all a photo tour of my house. You'd be like, ew, this guy's not rich at all. Oh, really? Seriously, most of this furniture, like, I got at Goodwill, and this house is not that great. It's in a decent neighborhood, but I mean, it's out from the outside, it needs some. And my point is, boy, I really got off track there, didn't I? I just wanted to say thanks to you all for the support, and I actually wanted to be helpful to you all, and that's my ultimate intention. I don't want to lose track. I'm not pimping for anybody, and nobody's got their hand up my fanny, and not being sponsored by anybody, so I just want to give useful, intelligent, logical, well thought out advice that is objective and not subjective. You know, sometimes I have a crazy sense of humor, but you know, it's meant in goodwill. Life is short. You know, I've seen a lot of people kick the bucket around me, and considering my health, I'm not very far off. Not that I have anything, but you know, I know how to lose weight. I lost a ton of weight after my wife died. My point is that I wanted to make photography simple so you don't have to think about all this crap, meaning the gear, and so you're actually able to save money. That was my intent, and also to be somebody that's not, a shilling and pimping for somebody, and nobody's yanking my chains like a puppet. I mean, I've already said that before, but I just wanted to make things simple so you can enjoy photography, get out there and shoot, enjoy yourself, make money at it, or just do what you enjoy. So you're actually able to get awesome stuff that you either never heard about, or, you know, the idiots at the camera stores, and boy, they're really idiots. You know, they're always trying to shill something that you don't need or that's no good, and oftentimes they shill stuff that has a higher profit margin for their commission and their bottom line, and I don't have any of those ulterior motives, obviously so, because whatever gear you buy, I don't make a penny off of. So I just want to make things easier, and I hope that I've made a bunch of you folks happy. It seems that I have, and so my ultimate motive and intent originally making these videos seems to be, you know, for the most part fulfilled. Obviously I kind of stretched myself too thin. I've been sick a bunch recently, but no, I don't have any diseases or anything like that. I was just sick and down, and anyway, debt collectors from my dead wife's medical bills. You get MRIs and endless healthcare support for 10 years. A lot of debt collectors start pounding at your phone, and a couple of them knock at your door, but that's irrelevant. I just wanted to, basically, boy, I really rattle on. Actually, I don't talk at all in real life. So you think I talk too much in these videos, and I do, but that's due to PTSD, but in real life I don't talk at all. I mean, I'm silent. But what you don't understand is, well, I'm flapping my lips too much in these videos. I'm silent 99.9999% of the time in real life, and always thinking about field theory, magnetism, photography, videos, how to help you all, answering comments and answering endless emails, some of which are kind of large. And, you know, I see some of the large emails and I go, oh my God. But I just wanted to be a help to you all, and that was my intent. And I wanted to say thanks to you all for everything. And I spent a lot of time, as you can see, answering all the comments and emails. And I'm just glad I could be of help, because when I was back in photography school, a lot of the professors, they would suck the fun out of everything. It's like, we've been enjoying photography for all these years, and all of a sudden these idiots, these piss ants, are sucking the fun out of everything. And of course, ultimately, if you make photography a business, I mean, you got to suck some of the fun out of it, because you've taken your hobby or your passion and you've actually turned it into a business proposition. I mean, so that's normal, especially like wedding photography and corporate gigs. You know, listening to people drone on and on about what they want, but they don't know what they want. You give them what they want, but they don't know what they want. So when you do the shoot for them, they're unhappy. But that's another matter. The point is that I hope that I could relieve some of the stress out of you worrying about what is decent to buy or tips, and because people can convolute photography. All these photography magazines, and they just keep droning on about the same stuff over and over again. And you can really boil down a lot of the fundamental principles of the aesthetics and the metaphysics of empirical beauty and proportion and lighting. Like I said, the only thing that defines a professional photographer is being an expert at composition and light manipulation. Either creating it, manipulating it, altering it, and of course post-production is obviously something else when you're a screw with everything in Photoshop. But I just wanted to be a help and take stress off of you all, so that instead of you spending all this time worrying about if you got the right stuff or what's a good lens and whatnot, that you could actually eliminate most of that, if not all of it, and then concentrate on enjoying yourself. And I certainly do not want to be someone that sucks the fun out of this for anybody. Not that I've gotten any comments about that recently, but I just want to keep things simple. Life is short, and really, as once was famously said, if you can't explain something simply, then you really don't understand it. And photography is just a huge, huge titanic subject. It's like saying someone's an expert at computers. Well, I've met some of the finest minds on planet Earth when it comes to computers, but there's so much to know that they're total idiots. They're total brain-dead idiots in certain aspects of computers. There's just too much. Thankfully, I'm well balanced in many of the aspects of photography. Some of them not. Some particular aspects. I mean, I wished I did a lot more corporate gigs, because that's where the money is, and the weddings are just a horrible nightmare, and that's why a couple famous photographers got out of weddings and they became corporate puppets. But I can understand why they want to do that, because that crap is stressful, and it doesn't pay well, and it sucks every second of your time up. So whether you're an amateur, advanced amateur, professional, because I've even met and shot with some of the best professionals on earth, most of which I did through photography school, because they drop by and they partake of the many studios and the fine equipment that we have. And these people, they didn't know anything. I mean, they had like 3 or 4 lenses, and they didn't know crap about crap. They didn't know what a good lens. They knew what they had something decent, and they knew how to milk every penny out of it, and they did a damn good job with it. But ultimately, some of these world-famous photographers, even they don't have that much experience with equipment, or, they have a narrow spectrum that they're an expert at, but everything else in photography, they know a little bit about, but ultimately they don't know anything about. So it's good that I have broad skills in that area, that I can be useful across a broad spectrum. And that's my whole intent, is to help you and to make things simple and be somebody that's not a corporate shill and a puppet, and trying to give honest, subjective advice based upon experience. And, on YouTube, there's always some stinker that crawls out of the woods and, wants to, take a big dump on your head, but it doesn't matter how good, or, if some genius level IQ from Planet X were to descend on Earth and make YouTube videos and he had an IQ of 6,000 or something like that, he'd still get dumped on, by people that are cynical, or they just, whatever you do, you're always pissing someone off, no matter what you're doing. And I'm actually incredibly astonished, beyond belief, that I really got no feedback at all, negative-wise, as far as lens recommendations or whatnot. I mean, I get snide comments here or there about, you're snarky or this or that, but that's no big deal. But I mean, the positive feedback has been astronomically high. I thought it would be, at least a factor of 20 higher than it is. Not saying I want negative really harsh stuff. I mean, if it's purely ad hominem attacks and insults, like, oh, you're a fat, bald, tattooed freak. I mean, I could care less about that stuff. I mean, I'll agree with anybody that says that, but no one said, well, I took your advice, I built this, or I got that, and you're just dead wrong, it absolutely sucks. I mean, I've really, there might be one or two, but I mean, it's been amazingly good, so apparently I'm doing okay, and just let me know what I could assist with. I know I flapped my lips too much, but like I said, honestly, when the camera's not on, I'm not talking at all. So anyway, thanks for all your support. Y'all are awesome, and let me know what I could do to change things or improve things. I'm just trying to be a help for you all and make things very simple, or at least the best of my ability.